Hi, this is the monthly horoscope for Sagittarius for the month of October 2022. Gamar Hatim Tova. May you be sealed in the book of life for a good year. Yes, it's Yom Kippur right now. I'm fasting, so we're starting my fast. So show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you for everyone who has. I think I'm just going to work on the weekly horoscopes this week and get those up as quickly as possible, and then we'll see about the daily horoscopes. Maybe during the weekend I'll start making like a whole thing. I don't know. It's a lot of work. Anyway, show your love and support. Like, subscribe, and share. So October 2nd, my Sagittarius, 5:07 a.m. Mercury goes direct. So the next 2 weeks, we're still going to go through that snail trail. Mercury retrograde is still gonna be there for the next 2 weeks till the 16th. Knowledge is power at this time. You may hold some power or some secrets over people at this time that can get them in trouble, or maybe you're the only person that knows how to do a particular thing, so you're going to get more hours at work, or you get to call more of the shots that are happening at work as well. You may advance in career because you are in a possession of secrets. I feel it's a powerful time for communications for you because it's in your 10th house, and you could be very powerful this month, and you can have a profound impact on others. You can have too much on your plate as well. You can have a difficult time choosing what to drop at this time as this month, because you do have a stellium in your 12th house in Scorpio this month, and things are about to get very busy for you. You can be trying to see things all the way through, but because of time, money, resources, or you're not an octopus and you can't split yourself in 5 million ways to be there for everybody, you will eventually have to give up on a situation and have to move on from a situation just because you have no time for it, or you have to pick what is the most important for you to deal with and to tackle this month. Okay, only to come back, you will come back to it at a later time. You may be slandered in public or suffer some kind of calamity, or your public image is misunderstood and takes on a life of its own. Scandal in career is possible. You can have more than one source of income as well. A great time for those of you in journalism, anything to do with communications, even though some of you may be dealing with jealous butts that are trying to bring you down, but still a beautiful time for you. October 8th, 5:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pluto goes direct. Some of you got this in your 3rd house of communications, and then some of you have this in your 2nd house of money still. So during this time period, you are more about working in home and groups and organizations, volunteerism. Not the best period to look for a new job because the vortex is in the sign of Cancer in your 8th house, plus you have a stellium. So when you go don't go getting fired or quitting your job, because you're going to find there's going to be a delay in that, and it could be a difficult time finding a job. For some of you, this is in your 2nd house. You can be argumentative, fighting with people, or you could be also annoyed by others, or someone could be rubbing you the wrong way because you're very sensitive at this time. You're very much about your emotional life because that's stellium in your 12th house for some of you, not all of you. So it may not be the easiest time for you emotionally with this energy, and if anybody starts with you, you'll be more than happy to take it out on them, basically. I feel like also this could be people invading your space at this time. Friendships may lack equality or deepen in importance. You may not be appreciative of other people's opinions, or you can take what other people say at this time and you could take it the wrong way. This can be a time of misunderstandings, confusion, or certain promises can be broken. You may find yourself disinterested in all but the most intimate connections, tightening your bonds with at least that one person that feels like a kindred soul to you, not necessarily a love interest, and cutting out all those who fail your test of trust. Or you may turn away from the world and be in hermit mode at this time and wrestling with your demons or focusing on your spirituality. On the 9th at 4:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon in Aries. This could be whoever has to leave your life at this time. Let them leave your life. Relationships can end abruptly. New love can come in quickly because the relationship can be getting too seriously for some of you, and it's not what you want, and it's not what you're looking for, especially those of you who have Uranus and Libra. It's not what you want or looking for, and this could be increased romantic feelings, but it's equally like that you have been deluded by your romantic partner and do not see their qualities accurately, and you see what you want to see at this time. You may be more practical in a romantic situation and are not prone to love at first sight. Soberness is the core here, or you could be jaded by love, especially if you're a Cancer or a Libra, or Libra rising or Cancer rising or Sun in Cancer or Sun in Libra. You could be jaded by love at this time, so you could be a little bit nitpicky who you allow into your life. Feelings and emotional issues which you never realized you harbored are apt to be triggered, especially in your female relationships. Acknowledge whatever feelings or sensations well up, no matter how seemingly irrational or inappropriate. While you need not to act on them, you need to feel them and go through your healing process and releasing them, because it's going to bring about emotional growth for you. For sometimes it is part of our life corrections. I know a lot of you don't want to hear that, but it is. You have a lot of life corrections that you have to go through, And then for some of us, it's an opportunity to do something with that energy creatively or on a physical level, but in a positive way, and put that energy into something good. Then on the 10th at 7:51 p.m., Mercury enters Libra in the 11th house of friendships, networks, and goals. You can be reconnecting with people from your past. You can be more about your social life. You may see increased involvement with organizations and contacts with many different kinds of people, but will probably struggle organizing different agendas. If it has the time, this could be time of asking for favors. Don't do that, because you may not have expected it from this person, but there could be, whatever somebody's offering you up something free, there could be strings attached to it later on that you did not see coming, okay? Or this person's going to remind you later on of what you owe them, and you're going to be like, I thought this was free. So nothing is for free, okay? So I would even get that out of the way first and be like, do I owe you later on? And then hold them to it. Record it if you have to, okay? So they can be reminded. You may find it difficult to focus on details at the office as your mind tends to drift a lot more. You will probably procrastinate and lack productivity. You may not get anything done in school, so be careful with this. You could be more about like what's going on outside with groups and organizations. Those of you in school, you can be more invested in groups and organizations at this time rather than your schoolwork. So school can fail, or you could be doing things last minute in school as well. You can be trying to get everyone's opinions about a situation, especially those of you who are Sun in Libra, Cancer rising, or Libra risings at this time. And just get everybody's opinion so you could see like the bigger picture, or like what everybody is thinking. Like, you're not more concerned for some of you with what other people are thinking, but it's like you're trying to figure out, am I the only one thinking this way? Am I the only one, Or it could be like you're trying to get different options here going on as well. For some of you, you can be emotionally dumping on others. And then others are trying to be like Fix-It Felix in your life, and you don't want to be fixed. On the 23rd at 12:07 a.m., Saturn goes direct. This is in your third house of communications. You can be asked at this time to rely more on yourself, be more independent, get things done by yourself, which is fine. You're used to that. Then other people, because it could be a situation where other people are not making things happen, and you're just going to get flustered, and you're going to be like, I'll do it. You're being asked to make decisions and choices for yourself and to be more independent. This is a time period, so for some of you, this could be a situation where you have left the partnership or a collaboration with somebody at this time, and you are working on something. You could have been dealing with like a Libra, and this person just like up and left, because this person just starts businesses and leaves, and then you're left there to like make decisions. Or those of you who have moved out of your parents' house, this could be you making some big boy, big girl decisions at this time, and kind of like adulting at this time. So this could be like all new to you. So it could be like things like that with this energy. Or for some of you, it could be a situation where you're living by yourself now, and now you have this new life, and now you have to make decisions on your own, which can be quite overwhelming. You're prone to be silent now, and you're a bit more of a hermit. You may feel very isolated from your siblings or relatives, or again, you're just being a hermit. You will have to become more disciplined At this time, I feel like you're very indifferent when it comes to people who are jealous of you, or when it comes to like enemies that you know that are there. You just kind of like whatever. Responsibilities, traditions, regulations are going through a period of revision and breakdown and changes at this time. For some of you, this could be dealing with limitations at work, or certain things may no longer apply where you live. On the 23rd at 3:52 a.m., Venus enters Scorpio, where it's going to form a stellium in your 12th house. This is secret lovers. Yeah. So, but not really. This could also be you having an emotional, an emotional affair with somebody at this time, or this could be you just talking to somebody at this time and just trying to get to know them, okay? Not necessarily letting them into your life. Or you could be going through it emotionally at this time, and your mind is your own worst enemy. You can feel like you have enemies when you don't. So whatever is in your head is not the reality of the situation. You need to resolve your issues when it comes to your past, because you can be allowing it to affect your present. So there are some things you need to work on through emotionally, or deal with your presence and close those chapters in your life, or just work on moving on and forgiving and letting go of the past, because it's not hurting anybody else but you. It's not delaying anybody else or causing them blockages in their life. It's causing you blockages in your life, okay? Because you're still saying, Spirit, we're still dealing with this, and they're like, oh, okay, so we're not moving on anytime soon. Okay, so we'll just stay here with you, okay? So that's what happens. Okay, so it's up to you what you want to do. All right, you can at this time be secretive, just in hermit mode, non-communicative about your feelings at all. So there's a lack of communication, which is going to cause aggression and resentment. So be careful with this energy. Then on the 23rd at 6:35 a.m., Sun enters the 12th house. You have a stellium in this 12th house as well, so you can be a bit more of a hermit, more of an observer, tend to want to make work more behind the scenes. You can be like really emotional during this time period as well, so this may not be the easiest time for you emotionally. Others can see you as someone reliable. Relationships can end abruptly, or you can have a karma with a Scorpio or a Cancer because you have a stellium in your 12th house, okay? Also, there's an increased pleasant distraction. You can be prone to procrastination and may find many good reasons to do so. This can be a time where you're having more adventures and you're being more out and about with friends. So be careful about the advice you receive from others, especially those who are older and wiser than you, because they can lead you astray, or you could become resentful of the advice that they give you, because then it's going to bring about a lot of transformation that you didn't expect. So if you're ready for transformation, take their advice. If you're not ready for transformation, don't take their advice, okay? Because it could be like one of those situations where like you have a conversation with your boyfriend and you say, my mama said, well, some of you say my mama said, or my older sister said, and next thing you know, you guys break up, all right, kind of situation. And then you become mad, all right? So get ready for that. For some of you, ghosts from your past or consequences of past actions can haunt you. This will increase your sensitivity to spirituality, psychic phenomena. You may also encounter situations that reveal reveal some real truth, okay, about your life direction, and are now more inspired to explore that new sense of identity. Your concern for the welfare of other people will also be enhanced. You're compassionate and sympathetic. You're more honest in your communications. While you shy away from frivolous interactions, you may begin to study religion, metaphysics, or other spiritual philosophies as you look for the real truth about your life and you're trying to figure yourself out at this time. Be careful of false prophets that will not fool you easily. Your energy level may be low, and you should rest adequately and give yourself plenty of quiet time and much needed solitude. Then on the 23rd, Juno goes direct in your 4th house at 9:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the sign of Pisces. I think I kept saying it's retrograde. So I was very confused. So I'm sorry. So those of you, this could be dealing with the home, period. Staying more to the home and being in hermit mode. This can be more about family, personal life, the inner home. You would find yourself best suited to someone that is drawn to building committed, supportive home and environment with you. This may include children, dogs, and much energy should spend on creating beautiful homes that is comfortable and secure, where your relationships can flourish. Your home would become the most important area around you, which your relationships revolve in, and you would be best suited to someone who shares those same values. On the 25th, the solar eclipse, the new moon solar eclipse, partial eclipse, 6:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You should take some time to yourself. This is a time of rest and relaxation and kind of introspection, peace and solitude, but really it's not going to feel like that. It's going to feel more like an anxiety attack. You're going to be anxious and bored. For some of you, you're going to focus on your home and taking care of the home at this time and nurturing your relationships, because that's what brings you peace. Again, this month theme is procrastination, so be careful with this energy. You may want to change up your routine a lot, because for some of you, you could be burned out on your routine because you're not seeing things happen like you want to. You can also be prone to infections at this time because the stellium in your 12th house, or this could be dealing with like cold or flu, stuff like that can come up as well, because you can be stressing yourself out because you have so much on your plate at this time, and it can seem overwhelming to you and a bit daunting. For some of you, you can really suffer some kind of meltdown during this time period, or some kind of anxiety. So be careful how much you put on your plate over the next 2 weeks, because you can be dealing with headaches, and they could be caused by eye problems that can be causing headaches for you. So you may need to get glasses as well, or see your ophthalmologist. Then on the 29th at 3:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Scorpio, where it's a detriment. So you are very much quiet. You can be, again, hermit mode and procrastination seems to be the theme song this month for you guys. You can be a bit more of an observer. This is a time period where your whole month, like, you have like Apollo in the secondary planet in there, which is the higher form of Mercury. So you can be like just more to yourself and more a bit of an observer, but also watch your spending, because you can have buyer's remorse as unexpected expenditures seem to pop up periodically this month, or you have a hard time keeping track of your finances. Expect setbacks or delays with your career. Financial status will remain at an all-time low. Long distance travel should be avoided at this time. I feel like enemies can try to harm you. Clashes with the spouse are indicated. There will be a loss of business. Peace of mind will remain disturbed. Then on the 30th at 9:26 a.m., Mars goes retrograde in your 7th house of relationships. Love relationships can suffer because you're more about your freedom. You're very restless at this time. You can feel oppressed because you don't like to be told what to do, or you can be feeling smothered because it's always doing things their way and stuff. So you need more from your partner, or you need like an adventure and go out at this time. But for a lot of you, you'll dump your partner. Those of you who have younger partners that are like 8 years younger than you, you'll find that you'll get into more fights with them during this time period. This energy lasts till January 13th, 2023. Not the easiest time period when it comes to your relationships now, because you tend to be more about your freedom and you don't like to be told what to do. So this is a time to bend ego, give all respect if possible to your partner, even if it seems to fail, and hope that you get the same generous treatment back, which is probably going to be the problem there, is that you're going to be the giver. And you know how like relationships are supposed to be like give and take and reciprocity? Well, you're not going to get that at this time. You're not going to get that reciprocation. And instead, you're going to get, you do all this and then you don't get nothing in return, you know? So it's going to be like a really frustrating time with love relationships. And then for some of you, you could just get up and get bored and be like, bye, bitch, you got to go, you know? Because you're going to get bored during this time period, alrighty? So you could be like seeing other people during this time period to keep the relationship interesting, or you could be like a temporary separated to keep the relationship interesting. So the first card I come up with is the Page of Coins. So there's another source of income coming in for some of you. For some of you, this could be having like a main job and then a side business or a side job that you do as well. So you may have like 2, 3, 4 sources of income coming in. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind. This could be thinking about getting a holiday job at this time. The Lover's card, this is a great time for contracts and negotiations. This could also be doing a collaboration with a friend and going in on a business with them. This could be like doing like festivals with friends, and they wanted you to do the festival route with them as well, and you're like, I don't know, you know, and it can earn you extra money that way. The Death card, relationships in your life can be going through some significant changes now as well, obviously with the Death card and Love card. So expect the unexpected when it comes to relationships. I feel like the answer is yes, and this could be you wanting to make certain changes in regards to relationships, and it's going to bring like real changes. I feel like you can be dealing with a Scorpio energy as well, and this person could be like a stickler for the rules, or you could feel repressed by this person, or you're not really getting along with this person at this time. There could be a lack of communication going on, or the relationship dynamic between you two can be going through some major changes. The 10 of coins, there's an emphasis on money. For some of you, this could be money worries or money coming in, or you two could be fighting about money at this time. Maybe this person doesn't want you to spend their money, or maybe this person doesn't want you to like be out and about all day long, but right now you're feeling like really restless, so that's all you want to do is be out and about all day long. So this person is trying to control your situation. This could also be for some of you an ex coming back into the picture at this time with this energy. I see you happy on an emotional level and a financial level this month as well. The 4 of Wands, I feel like this person could be dating and seeing other people, or even you could be dating and seeing other people and kind of talking to other people as well. For some of you, it could be a situation where like the one person is starting to talk to somebody else, maybe somebody that you don't like, and then this could be a situation where the other person gets the other person's attention. It's like, hey, why don't you come back? And they're like, okay. So that's what happens with that. The 4 of Cups, you're all about your stability, you're all about your sanity at this time. You're not trying to rock the boat on things. For some of you, you're more about like working home and securing the bag this month. I do see talks of future coming up at this time with this energy, so I do feel like there is a reconciliation happening with love and working things out with your partner with this energy. For some of you, this is a beautiful time for engagement coming up, or even just celebrating your relationship, or anniversaries coming up at this time as well. So mazel. I feel also for some of you, this could be farming, and you could be dealing like with the farmers market or something like that coming up, and this could be making you more money at this time. The Queen of Coins, I feel there's more responsibilities coming in for you, and I do feel like for some of you there is a financial windfall, so this could be a great time for business picking up. This could also be more money coming in this month, or this could be a busy time at work. The 5 of Swords, you may not be getting along with a Capricorn in your life and kind of butting heads with them, or having power struggles with a Capricorn as well with this energy. The 5 of Wands, you can be feeling restless. You don't like to be told what to do at this time. So this could be like oppressive relationships. I do feel like for some of you here, you're coming up with money-making ideas. You could also be... this could also be that you find somebody that you have a lot in common with as well that's coming in. The 6 of Wands deals with fortune bubbling over this month for you as well. The Temperance card, you're more about your sanity at this time as well. You do benefit through symbiotic relationships at this time, or your partner is like a rock for you, or somebody in your life is like a rock and always there for you. The Page of Cups, if you're looking for love, serious love, it's not going to come through yet with this energy. Okay, but you are going to be focusing on your career and throwing your money back into your career at this time. I do feel like this person is either a very popular person or a person of influence and is well known. Okay, the Hermit card, I feel like for some of you, you may have to break up. Somebody has a crush on you, and you may have to break up with somebody in order to get this person. The Fool card, I feel like for some of you here, that love is an adventure at this time. For some of you that are younger, you can be dealing with a naughty boy or a bad girl. And the situation is like people may not agree with the decisions and the choices that you're making in regards to love at this time. And, they could feel like you're rushing things, or it's very taboo the way you guys are going about things. And, some people could be very critical and all up in your juices about love. Or this could be a situation where you're like a teenager and you're dating somebody that's a little bit older than you, I feel, or somebody that is a little bit of a bad boy or a bad girl. And your parents could feel like this person has a really bad influence over you, okay? The Three of Wands, climbing the corporate ladder at this time with this energy. I feel like this is also a really beautiful time for growth happening for you. You do benefit through symbiotic relationships and partnerships. The Hierophant card, this is dealing with a group or organization. You can be dealing with separation and loss at this time with a group or organization. So people could be leaving. A great time for contracts and negotiations. I feel like for some of you, this could be a lot of talks of future happening with love relationships. So for some of you, you could be feeling a little bit, you may not be into that at this time. So even though I see it, you may not be feeling it, So I feel like that's going to come up at this time as well. For some of you, this could be small business picking up. This could be your hobby turning into a money-making business endeavor. The Hangman card, I feel at this time here that there's indecisions coming up, something heavy on your mind with this energy, dealing with a group, dealing with love relationships. For some of you, this is a soulmate energy coming in, but you don't know. Okay, you have an intense connection with this person, or this person has an intense connection with you, but I don't feel like anybody's going to do anything about it at this time. Okay, I feel like you could be also doing all the work in the relationship, or you could be the one like spying on them or something, very aggressive towards them, but they're going to sit and wait. Okay, the Eight of Swords, you may not be over this relationship as well. Okay, so I see you still thinking about this person. I see you still thinking about this person at this time. The Justice card, major decisions are coming up. Definitely dealing with contracts or negotiations. For some of you, you could be dealing with court at this time as well. There could be some rivalry or some kind of like problems that you have with a group or organization at this time that you don't like. You may not agree with the changes that they're doing at this time. You could be fighting those changes as well and taking them to court. I do feel like for some of you here that you need to be more in your moment. You're very serious minded at this time with this energy. You need to kind of like enjoy your present, enjoy the process of how things are done rather than feel like it's just like work. Okay, so you're feeling like burnt out on things with this energy. The King of Wands, you can be dealing with somebody that's stuck in their ways of thinking. And, this person could be very lazy and kind of like burdening you with their problems, and it's kind of like, I got my own problems. Can you like go figure out your life like a big boy and a big girl does and like go solve your own problems, okay? So you may not appreciate this person. This does not have to be, I feel like this is a family member, does not necessarily have to be a lover. Maybe once upon a time this person was a lover and now it's like a family friend or something like that. And I feel like, this person I really connect to. And I do feel like this person could be like a Leo and just kind of like really relying on you for things with this energy, okay? Either they don't know how to get back on their feet, or they're just in a really bad place at this time where they're just kind of like feeling stuck and not knowing how to go about, making changes. Sometimes some people, especially water signs, they get stuck and then that's it. And then they don't feel like they can move. And you basically have to hold their hand to get them to move, which is really frustrating at this time. So whatever load that you're carrying with this person is worth carrying. They will find their light at the end of the tunnel. The Two of Coins, I do feel like you're going to be reconnecting with someone from your past. For some of you, this is reconnecting with a love interest, an ex, but I don't feel like that's coming up anytime soon because they could be sitting on their. I love you, my Saggies. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.